Hey guys, I just wanted to talk about some of the concerns on my mind that really bother me. One of them I'm going to start with is the people who are starving and homeless who are living on the streets. When there are millions of houses that are empty right now, that the banks own, that almost nobody's ever going to be able to buy in their life anyways. So there's one corruption. The other corruption I'm going to talk about is war, because it's such a propaganda. What I was thinking about, these elites are paying these citizens, our sheep, to go fight these sheep who are getting paid by these elites. And it's such a propaganda thing that it's so cool to go to a war, it's so cool to go fight. I get to go drive a tank, I get to drive a jet, I get a career, I get paid. But then the propaganda says about the war that really bothers me is support the troops. And then you feel sorry if they die. The Bible says, the sixth commandment, thou shalt not murder, and those who fight by the sword die by the sword. So it's obvious that you're going to die. And I feel sorry for them because they're conditioned to go to war. They're little sheep, they're trained, and what pisses me off is when I think what happens is the military is going to get all demolished, man. They're all going to get murdered because they're weapons, and they're trained, and they have morals too, and they don't like corruption, they don't like evil, and when they see it, they're going to fight back, and they're going to... And the people know that. So I believe our military is going to get sent off to World War III, and all of them are going to get murdered. And it's in the Bible. It says it. Thou shalt not murder. Sin leads to death. Obviously, if you're going to shoot at people, they're going to shoot back at you. Why the fuck are you going over there anyways? Because you're fighting for freedom? Because, no, you're not. You're not. Freedom's already here. People are paying other people to fight, to keep war around, to keep a big-ass industry around, to keep us all fear tactics, to lower our self-esteem, to make us hate each other. Like, let's see. Borders. United States, Mexico, Canada, and South America are pretty much all connected together. The Panama Canal divides it. But we're all on the piece of fucking same land. You gotta understand that the... American forefathers some of them were Freemasons, and this is all a system they built for this purpose. They built this false patriotism for you, so when they do tear it down, you're going to be wanting to fight, which gives them a reason to kill you. So it's up to you to get rid of your patriotism for your country, because this isn't a country. This is a piece of land that's connected to other pieces of land. We're the only ones that add segregation to each other. We're the only ones that add prejudice, and I'm really pissed off at America, because here we go, raping and murdering the rest of the world, but we're the almighty ones. We're Christian-backed. Fuck you guys. You're not Christian-backed. You're not. You're not godly people. I'm trying to bring God back. Jesus back to America, because if Jesus was in America through you, you would understand, and you would see the truth in the light, and see how fucked things are. The reason that we're like this is because we're all go our separate ways, and we all fight for our own things that we want, but we don't even realize that if we unite together like they did in the beginning, like we've never done. Babylon, it fell apart because some people got greedy and pretty much started destroying people and separating them, and then they took over their powers. So like the generations of the elites, this is all a plan. They planned it out. That's all you gotta do is create a plan. And if several families could come together and do this to us, I believe that all of us could come back and unite. Now, if they want to fight against us, they still have to use people to shoot the weapons, to drive the jets, to control the drones. And those people are all conditioned too. It takes godly people who know how Jesus changes their people's lives to go and see where people are being corrupt in their own lives and see where they're doing wrong. If you are part of the military, I love you, but I don't agree with you, and I don't respect you. I have no respect for you. You have no respect for yourself. And your families have no respect for you because they're sending you off to fight wars based on lies and material gain for several families. It's supply and demand too, so we are all a part of it. We want the crap from Walmart. We think it's going to make us happy. We want the nice cars. This thing, I think it's going to make us happy. It's not. The material has a wealth to it, but it really isn't worth that, because all the material in the world, all the metal it took to make the cars, all the wood it took to build the houses, that wood is my wood as much as it is your wood. That oil is my oil as much as it is their oil. Why do several people get to benefit on the profits while the rest of us get put in $8 an hour jobs and pay to go to school just to get a job to pay for your schooling when education is free. I have $1 trillion education, intelligent. Don't let your education get in the way of your intelligence. It's not hard, guys. I'm not asking you to think too much. I'm asking you to think. If I was asking you to think too much, I would talk about the Trinity. I'd talk about the Merkaba. I'd talk about chakras. I'd talk about way more things. I would expect more things from you, and I really do, because you guys are all gods. You just have been conditioned to not remember it, because you got to remember, God is a spirit of pure love. And as you're a baby, you come into this world clean slate, pure spirit, and then as things happen, you get things happen to you which make you feel lesser. You get things that break your heart, and then you get conditioned by a government who makes you think that you're just these little humans who have to go part of this matrix when you're not. You do not know you guys' self. You have no self-image. And if you give me the chance to help you grow a self-image, we can change this world. I'm not for fighting. I'm not for violence. I'm for interchange. Going out there and helping your neighbor. Going out there making community gardens. Getting rid of the fucking garbage television and adding shows that expand your consciousness and show you what's out there. What state the world's in. What's out in the universe. How many humans have we sent out there, and are aliens here? Yeah. Hollow Earth theory? Yeah. What irritates me is that people have found out the secret and they've held it to themselves instead of opening it to the world. And that's why I come in and say anybody who's like Freemasons, they're all about God, but their God is Lucifer because they're self-centered. And when they're self-centered, you get things done. I believe that if you're a godly person and you know the secrets to the forbidden knowledge, which is self-empowering, that you should go out there and grab the homeless by the hand and say, get up on your ass. All of us are going to go together. We're going to go knock these fucking locks off these doors of these empty houses. The people who have houses right now are going to get upgraded to nice houses, and the homeless are going to be put in apartments. But the thing is, you got to understand the attitude that they want you to have is for the mark of the beast is, if you give me what I want, I'll let you stamp my hand. That's what they want, because they want you to get so far pushed down to thinking that you can't have nothing, that they're going to give you something in return, when really they're just going to put you in more slavery than you were in before. Because that mark of the beast, the RFID chip, which is also your name, your name is what holds you liable to the straw man, what holds you liable to the Constitution, what holds you liable to the taxes, which is debt for the Revolutionary War, you idiots. Yeah, no wonder I'm fucking crazy and sitting at home and I don't have a job. I am not going to work for an economy system that pays other people to go kill other people. I do not want blood on my hands. I do not want blood on my hands. I cannot live with this. I cannot live seeing the millions of people pay taxes to work. Go to work to pay work. Health, education, living, food, water. We pay for water that's poison. We pay for food that's trash. We pay for air that's fucking poisoned by chemtrails that are poisoning our grounds, which are going to make it for no natural seeds are going to be able to grow, and only GMO seeds are going to grow. Monsanto's. They're taking over the world. And every day we allow it to happen, it gets farther and farther and farther. And until the day that we stand up and say, no, this ain't going to happen no more, and no, we have forgiven you, we have to forget our debts and our debitors, because if we don't, it will cause hatred and we will want to start a war with them. But that's not what we need. The thing that scares me is I don't think they're going to change their consciousness, because they already figured out the secret a long time ago, that they are God, and so God is a jealous God. So if you go to these elites and you go to these people who have infinite power and freedoms, and you try to take them from you, do you think they're not going to use their fucking millions of jets they have in Israel against you? You don't think that Israel's going to get in their fucking jets to come bomb you? You don't think that they haven't hired Russians and trained them by spraying water in their face and conditioning to them and regimening their lives with machine minds and machine hearts? I might be extreme, but I'm truthful and I'm the light. And when you guys are ready to jump on the Jesus train, I'll be here.